Hello, folks, and welcome back to Path of Exile Betrayal. Let's get on with it, shall we? And by that, I mean let's get ready to have it quit out on me at least twice. So, I don't really have much to say here. I'm actually thinking, now that I think about it, I am actually approaching the end of the campaign. Then there's the map content, of which I have no idea how much I'll actually cover. I suppose that all comes down to if I can turn my build around. Because it was doing quite well for quite a while, and then, as of late, it's gotten too squishy. I'm starting to feel like I may have to undo all the work I did on the minion front, and pull back to bolster myself. I may be able to beef up the minions later on, but that's a maybe. Maybe if I go up the left flank, I can swing down and grab some stuff there. Um, that way, it's stuff that can boost me and my minions from the top of the Templar side. But then again, I'm quite happy with the bit I'm working on the right hand side to give me just passive chaos damage. It's only a tiny bit, but it's 5%, but I don't know. Extra damage is extra damage. And a percentage at that it's a good thing. Not that they give flat numbers in these cases, but anyway. Um, so, I'm not sure. Not sure what the best course of action is. Hmm. Just thinking, I'm never really that good at this kind of thing. I'm not used. I'm never good at with this kind of thing. Whenever like say I'm playing Magic the Gathering, I end up thinking like, oh, I like these cards. They work together. But in reality, it's not like a combo. It's just some old synergy. I end up getting too wrapped up in that to see that it's not as it's not as good as it could be or what have you. I feel that it happens in more places than just there. But at the same time, I'm not really the best judge in it. And I can't just go against my instinct because then I'm just picking options that I don't like in the slightest. And now I hear clicking every time I talk. I have no idea why either. It's the headset, presumably, but I'm not sure in what regard. There we go. Alright, let's go and continue on. The descent. Wasn't this the ascent previously? I don't believe we can get back over to where the machine is. From one loading screen to another. Because they don't have any minions with me, I probably should get them up. And we'll get the zombies up once I kill some enemies. Just wondering what was up with these. These just haven't loaded in yet. There's like just lag there. But yeah, it's tempting to strip this back completely, go up this route, and then swing over here and grab this stuff. I could also swing here, and you know, I could deviate a bit and grab some other bits and pieces that are on this side. Increase mace damage. I could grab the extra life. There's a few things I can do, but I feel like I should stick with what I'm doing here. I want to get this stuff, but I'm not sure if I should. Of course, I could pull this back and then just put it into getting some other stuff for me. I'm tempted. I could grab this. There's also this over here. And then I could grab this. It's also possible for me to go for leeching. Vendigo, huh? They are creepy motherfuckers, aren't they? Risen Jaeger. That's how you say it, right? I'm guessing. There's an anime recently, people in it had the same name, and that's how they pronounced it. But pronunciations in shows are rarely accurate. Or, well, maybe I shouldn't say rarely, but are frequently inaccurate. So it's not really the best of sources. Okay, these soldier's gloves would be an upgrade. Even with a slight improvement, they will be an upgrade. The only reason I think I haven't upgraded them yet is because they have elaborate enchant on them, which procs frequently. So, you know, it does tilt it a bit in the my current gloves' favor. Doesn't feel too long ago that I was here originally going across the bridge. Well, not originally, but originally in this Let's Play. But it's been quite a while. Probably a week, maybe. Probably more. Oh. I was wondering, he was just... I know. Whenever I looked at him, I was wondering, is that mine? Thinking, you know, about the rare. His spectral form made me think I'd somehow taken him as a, spectre, even though I haven't used that ability. think that's just a sign of how ineffective he was being. You know you're not really doing a good job when your enemy thinks, wait, is that one of my units? Because you're just, well, provided that's not your intent. If you're in the middle of trying to like thwack at him, and he's just, you know, you're being so ineffective that you start thinking you're actually one of his units. That, you know, you're kind of bad at your job. Ah, good. Here's the syndicate.
To think I
Minions.
just finished washing out the stench of prison.
Move. Wish more ads would spawn.
Beg for your life, Parandus.
Delivering that one was kind of funny. Like, what? No! I'm surprised they won that, but, way to go, me.
If there's one thing I simply can't stand, it's dying. I'd do almost anything to avoid it. I'd go so far as to kill someone. Or get someone to kill someone on my behalf anyway. Not overly fond of blood. Let me go and I'll get the old ball rolling on that murder.
Wait, who's making the vines that slowed me? Neither of these seem to be able to do it. Was it someone else? Yeah, can't you do that? But you weren't there, Gravicius, or were you?
Well, this was clearly a mistake. I was misinformed about the suitability of this mission by my allies. But I know some things they don't know I know. Would you like to know them? Let me go, and that information is all yours.
I think I still need Ashling for stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I still need her for this. Actually, wait. I've got you for that. But do I need you for anything else? Yes. Need to beat you up when you're in research and intervention. And when you're a captain. I need to make a list and keep to it. So I can't remove her, so we'll accept this.
Ha! Brilliant! Awful. Really awful for me in particular, but brilliant.
I love Janice.
This work? This is grunt work.
Grunt work.
Do I look like a grunt to you? Don't answer that. I didn't want to be doing this anymore.
trying to wonder, do we have more rivalries than... No, I think we have more friendships and rivalries still. Most of them belonging to Leo here.
Time to see how the paupers live, I suppose.
For having stuff that I don't even want. It's damn kleptomania kicking in. Just... that's a joke, just to be clear. I know it can be hard to tell with me sometimes, but yeah, that is actually a joke. Okay, nothing else here.
Cool winds.
That is actually kind of nice. 60 energy shield regenerated per second. You know what? I'll take it. Let's see. I'm curious. Still inferior, and it wouldn't get better even with the extra bit of other stuff. And due to the armor increase it has, I couldn't buff it up further, so no. Who knows, maybe it's a better suit, but I don't know. There's a specter around here. Doubt it's here any longer. You know, I never tried dominating blow on a specter. If only I tried it before they changed it. Would have been interesting. Filth Walker. Walker of Filth. See you soon, honey. I'm just taking the filth for a walk. Hey, sometimes you gotta make your own fun. Okay. Divine. I'm actually kind of burnt out on this game right now. I have played a lot of it, and I've never been much for replaying content. In fact, I've replayed as much of this as I have is nothing less than a miracle. It's nothing against the game. The game is fine. It just, I don't replay content. I don't replay stuff. You know, I typically play stuff once and that's it. That's the end of it for me. Because, like, the game doesn't have any surprises for me then, you know? Like, I already know the story, I already know the stuff, so... typically have to drive to replay it. See it all over again. Huh. The wolves can jump up here? Huh. And take them for the jumping type. If only we could dominate these, Satyr. Then we could send them jumping. But sadly, the Sentinels don't keep that ability. Okay. Enigma cache. 6 extra items freezes you, detonates nearby corpses, and 54% increased quantity. Do it. Bring him. Thank you. Not really that good rewards. It was not worth an orb of chance. No. I'm down 3 zombies? Odd. Or did I just not resupply to my 6? Either way, I'm fine now. And we may as well be thorough. The enemies here aren't too dangerous. So at least take advantage of that while it's a tank. They're at least somewhat near level, and they're not too dangerous. So that really is what I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. The Vistari Desert. Just little swirls in the rock. See, oh, the bloody place. Someone clearly had a lot of spare time on their hands. Okay, I was expecting this to be a level higher. It's at 62. Apparently, no. Bring him down. Ah.
There'll be no bargaining this time. Just use silent. Smoldering.
Oh, this continues down here. Damn it! I didn't realize it continued. I thought I'd somehow missed out on it. Trying to puzzle it out. And wait, he's still around? I'm surprised. Maybe because he didn't get to kill me?
Kill
Christ. Damn it, Hook. Stop being such a goddamn pain.
You cheated.
Extinguished.
Must have.
I hadn't gotten both of them at the same goddamn time. The little gauntlet thing here. Continued up to here, and I failed it. If I hadn't gotten this guy at the same time as that, I would have been able to do it just fine. But now I've lost out on 10% of XP. Ugh.
Like the phoenix, I will.
You will get fucked,
Hate myself. Hate the sick.
as you should.
Did you set out to become a monster,
brutal.
Exile? Or was it an accident?
Not as dumb as you seem, Redblade.
No, he's just as fucking dumb. Actually, what are you responsible? Not as dumb as you seem, Redblade. You're even... Seems I've underestimated you. No, oh, no, not the right phrasing. When I'm annoyed, I'm terrible coming up with something witty. So when I'm in different frame of mind is when I'm good at it. If then. Not as dumb as I thought, Redblade. Or even worse. Not quite witty enough. Oh. Random operative left behind. Alright, I'll bludgeon you. Even a little invisible blotch in the bar there. What do I have left? Nothing. Great. At the very least, there's plenty of things around here for me to res. But yeah, when I'm frustrated, any eloquence goes out the bleeding window. It's quite annoying. I'm feeling quite embarrassed when that happens. Ooh, definitely want to grab these. Plus 30%. Very good.
Far too much baggage.
God damn. Friggin' meat grinder. If only we could have had this a moment ago. Strip 4 there. What would that get me? 3 here and 1 to here. Let's increase my damage during Fortify. What about here? Increase the effect by 6%. The effect, the area effect, and could do that. We draw 4 points. Spawn come over here, and then go in here or here. It would mean I lose 2 zombies and a bit of health on them, and all my minions. But I would gain 30 more strength and benefits that come from that. 15 extra life. No, wait. Yeah, no, 15 extra life and 3% increased melee physical power. And I'd also gain either 10% increased melee physical damage when I fortify, the increased ailments from the attack skills while wielding a melee weapon, 6% increase from non-curse auras, from your skills, or that's it. I probably wouldn't go for this because I'm not really a bleeding person, you know. So this is also here and is actually rather tempting in all actuality. Having an increase to fire damage is a good thing because I'm doing fire damage here as my primary thing. Also, Iron Grip would actually be a good idea for me as well, because I'm a Molten Strike person, and if you check here, that's a projectile attack. Those balls aren't getting, I think they are getting bonuses from the increased melee physical damage, because that's what they base their damage off of, but if I got Iron Grip, then that'll make me get whatever bonus my strength gives as well, and that'll make them all the better. So I could go this way and graduate over to here. Swing up, get some extra life, get some extra armor, because it will also give me 10% extra resistances, and just some inherent physical damage reduction. Something to think about. Oh, discipline leveled. Beautiful. Still could afford to be better. A freezing drop to test one's resolve. The greater the rise, the greater the fall. Blustering sand sharper than a bandit's blade. Ooh, nice. Probably not. Oh, you. Nice. Do it. This isn't actually too dangerous as long as I keep mass producing units. So just hold them right quick and let it rip. I'm kind of sad here that we don't still have the like the old dominating blow, but you can't always get what you want. Stormblade. Garo Khan sought madness and knowledge amongst the billowing clouds of a blackened sky. A vulture of pride she would not be refused. And so the stratosphere divulged unto her eldritch secrets of its tumultuous past.
Far too much baggage.
So just fling it on the ground. I'm curious. So 3 to 9 physical damage, 31 inch, 221 accuracy, 40. Curious. Nope, this is better. As expected, really. Even if that does give me physical damage, which would turn into, you know, bonus fire. It just doesn't do that enough to compensate. Wailing Essence of Greed, Weeping Essence of Rage. $75, $60. I'm gonna keep wandering around here for a bit more, even though I just saw the exit there. Really need the XP. Plus, on some level, I'm hoping I'll find a master here. Any of them will do, I suppose, but Alva's the most interesting to me. It's never really. I've gotten to do a fair bit of the delving, and well, I suppose I could do with a bit more bestiary in my life, but I know, doesn't seem too likely. I haven't really been able to deal too much with the other place though. The temple. Oh, that was next to nothing. Still give me a bit more XP will be well appreciated. Ah, yes. There is a god in that series I did pre Betrayal here. We killed her up there. She was actually added in the expansion after Betrayal, like War for the Atlas or whatever it was called. So for one reason or another, I don't know why.
Far too much baggage.
Really? Even for that? 3 to 42 lightning damage to attacks is kind of nice, and the extra cold resist. But the fact I can't really benefit from the other half of that gem is, I know, rubs me wrong. No, definitely not. We're getting that bit closer, though I would have already dinged if I hadn't lost those fights earlier.
Let me tell you. Dark runes skitter across the pages of the tome, concealing the Whisperer's allies.
You'll discover a tome in the library.
You did it! They found it, Bataris! They found it!
By the gods! Garukan's famed Stormblade.
Do you know what this means, my sweets? Once we find the right collector...
Oh, we can go anywhere. Have anything. We will be like royalty.
But the storm inside is a problem. It's too volatile in its current state.
You're right. We can't trade away a weapon of such apocalyptic nature.
This will require some pondering, my love. In the meantime, thank you, Exile. Take your pick of our stock.
I know, do they seem off to you? Because I swear they seem off to me. I know suddenly these people are like treasure hunters. I suppose when you're in a desperate situation you take stuff off, but I know they talk with a professionalism that they seems off. Oh, it seems I only really have one choice. This.
Have you ever heard much of the Marrakech legends?
A truly unique cosmology of strange creatures, pagan gods, and powerful treasures.
One such story talks of a magical stone dome.
A Marrakech
don't remember this.
calendar, said to detail important events in the future of our world.
General Adis, a war hero of the Empire, reported in his diary
Actually, no,
that
this seems
several
vaguely
attacks
familiar.
in that description at a dig site somewhere in the foothills.
It appears the war hero had a secret penchant for archaeologies.
But the cataclysm wiped the land clean and buried the dig site in rocks and sand. No one has been able to locate it since, nor the stone dome.
Seems that with everything that's been going on of late, knowing what's due to happen in the future could be a fairly profitable ability.
We know you would never have use for such a gift.
It would remove all the enjoyment out of adventure for someone like you.
Yet, in times such as these, our small folk could do well with a heads up if something particularly nasty were to occur. Besides, a relic like that should sit in a museum,
Or our collection.
not be lost beneath the rubble where it benefits no one.
If you were to track the calendar down for us, we would pay you handsomely, Exile.
Yes, we are traders of antiquities.
Looks awesome. That looks awesome, that's suit armor. But yeah, it just seems off for them, you know? Please be good, please be good, please be good. Okay, let's see. 1466. 1449. I might be able to buff this up in another way.
A noble legionnaire.
But a legionnaire, all the same.
Kataris and I did our research on Adis
We needed to know as much about him and his dig site as possible.
to make sure he was worth our while.
The general was an eternal commander of the Highgate Legion.
He ran a mining camp up here in the mountains. The bastard was the one responsible for controlling Karui, Marraket, and Ezamite slaves, forcing them into the black bowels of rockfishes in search of gems.
At least he treated them fairly and as human beings.
A slave is still a slave, my sweets.
For all his faults, the general appears to have been a good man for his time. It's a shame what happened to him. And even a greater shame that by the sounds of things, he's come back.
Yes, we'd advise steering clear of his old camp.
I've heard strange stories of like Roman slaves that they were apparently friends with their masters. Was it Catullus? No, not Oh, what's the fuck is his name? Catullus, no, that's the poet. Oh, what's the guy? He was the best orator in Rome. His second was Julius Caesar. But Plutarch made it sound, at least to me, that Caesar was... he said Caesar was content for that to be. Made it sound like Caesar could have made the bid for the throne of best orator. He had the ability, but he just hadn't the... His interest was elsewhere. It's not Crassus. I'm gonna look this guy up.